Hey, how are you doing, boys and girls? Welcome to the video. So today on DMZ, we're going to go over how you can exfil safely and go over what you can do to avoid confrontation when you're trying to get out, because that's ideally what you'll want to be aiming for when you go and get out, right? You don't want to be aiming for getting into PvP because it's bringing in RNG. It's going to bring in factors where you could lose your stuff, right? And that's what you don't want to do, especially if you've got some important stuff on you. Mission quests, keys, for example, which you want to get out. So I kind of redone this a few times. I started off with the mindset of finding PvP at exfils to going over PvP tips, and then I came to the realization and conclusion that I really shouldn't be doing this, because not everyone wants the PvP, not everyone is confident at PvP, and it brings in more RNG into if you're going to be able to get out or not, right? So then I changed my approach to this, and this is definitely the best way of doing this. After kind of doing this approach, I've managed to get out pretty much every single time, because what we're going to be doing is trying to figure out what the best exfil is in your actual current game mode, and then also using tools to figure out if there's anyone about, and really kind of lock down if it's safe to actually exfil there. And if it's not safe to exfil there, we can then move on to another exfil, right? So it's kind of basically limiting PvP and making sure you just get out safe, right? Without having to fight, because that's the important thing. It's not really trying to get into confrontations, it's just trying to get out without any confrontation. So this is a live commentary of me talking through what you need to do, what equipment you need to bring, and my thought process on when I'm actually, what I'm looking for when I'm picking my exfils. Okay, so we're going to go over that now. I'm going to jump straight into the live commentary. I hope you enjoy this. Let me know if this kind of helps you guys, and also comment down below what you would like me to cover next. So I'm happy to kind of go over another topic if there's something kind of on your mind, things that you wouldn't mind me covering, maybe getting my kind of thoughts on it. More than happy to do that. And if I see enough kind of replies on one, maybe if you see a comment down below which suggests this and you put a thumbs up on it and like it, if I see a comment which has got quite a big thumbs up on a certain topic, I can definitely cover that. If not, I'll most probably end up putting a poll out and asking, or I'll end up putting some kind of highlights out, things I just want to cover myself. So anyway, guys, let's get straight into the live commentary. Thank you so much for watching. So what we're trying to do here, boys and girls, is just make a bit of money. So I've got things where I can set up. You want to make sure you got money so you can go to the buy station and buy certain things, which can really help aid you. Figure out if your exfil is safe or not. And I hear some firing going on here, which isn't great. That'll be the other spawn on the other side here. Is that someone? That's PvE. I'm not going to shoot it. I don't want to give my position away. I'm guessing they know I'm here, but I'm going to activate this UAV tower just in case. Just get a little heads up on what's going on. I'll get an RPG by the AI. Let's just do this anyway. Oh, please don't shoot me anymore. Please don't shoot me up. Okay, we've got two people down here. Right. Let's try and sort these guys out. They may actually have some stuff we need since we're just starting out. What's he doing? I think they're doing like a hostage exfil or extract. Oh, this is what we need. We need a sniper rifle. This is something I was going to talk about. We definitely need a sniper rifle. Hopefully, you can get some money off these guys, which we have. So, if you can, when you spawn in, if you're not starting basic like myself, bringing a sniper rifle, a silent sniper rifle, is going to be really handy. And it's not for PvP; it's for mainly PvE and clearing out the area of PvE, the exfil of PvE, silently and safely before you go and you know, run over there and start calling in a chopper. So snipers are a very handy utility to have. If I didn't find these guys, what I would have been doing is going to the buy station and spending money on a contraband sniper rifle. You can find contraband sniper rifles quite a bit around buy stations. Not all the time, but, you know, quite a lot of the time you can. What I am going to do is see if I can go to the building here and get maybe more money, possibly a tier 3 armor if I can get it. Or if I can find myself... Ow, ow, ow. Please don't shoot me. Find myself something like a UAV. Or an advanced UAV. This is one of the things we want to find. So, if I can't find one of them in the loot place, I'm going to go and check. I'll mostly see if also the buy station has a UAV. So something I will definitely encourage people to do. If you've got 12,000 quid on you, I think it's £12,000, you want to make sure that you're buying UAVs from the buy station. Money in this game is meant to be spent in-game. Like, you get really nothing out of you taking the money out of you apart from, you know, reducing your assurance cooldown, but getting out alive is a lot more important. We've got smoke grenades already. Smoke grenades are something you can bring along with you. You can chuck smoke grenades on the exfil if there is a bit of action going on and you've got no choice to try and get out. Having smokes with you, which you can find from NPCs and around, you know, around the actual game, just looting. I always carry some smokes with me. This is like one of the tips I definitely think I should give you guys, is if you can loot some smokes, put them in your backpack, because if there is a bit of action going down at the exfil and you literally got no choice, maybe it's the last exfil, and you want to try and get on without getting shot at, you can use smokes to kind of cover your tracks. Let's check this one down here too. Fennec. I'm not really bothered about the Fennec. Got another self-revive, but we already got 2. We don't need another one. More gold bars. We can swap that for that. Get more money. Oh! Advanced UAV. We'll need it. So that saves me having to buy something like a UAV or an advanced UAV at the buy station. So we are kind of doing this at the minute, right? There's a few things you can do to make your exfil safer, right? I'm kind of going over everything and trying to do every single one in one go and show you all the different things you can do. You don't have to do everything I'm doing here, but I'm making it over safe by doing what I'm currently doing. Also, while I think of it, I'm not going to go over the last exfil, like the very last one, which is when the storm's coming in, just because there's a lot of RNG involved when it comes to that exfil in regards to PvP, a lot of PvE, and yeah, there's just so many things we can tie into you actually getting out or not. But I have got a few tricks up my sleeve which may be able to help you when it comes to that, but I just need to try it out more. I need to test it more before I can give you that information. So this is going to be focusing on more the exfils which are before the storm starts coming in, because I feel like these are the most important ones and the most viable ones to take to getting out safely. Okay, so let's just sell everything we got. So we've got 39k, which is perfect. Okay, they got precision airstrikes, which we don't need. If they had UAVs, I might have bought a UAV. We've got a self-revive still. So I'm going to buy the 3-plate armor chest and then get myself more armor. You want to bring in the spotter scope. The spotter scope is the most important thing you can bring with you at all times, right? Because most of the other things under the tactical section are easily looted in-game. You can find a lot of the stuff in-game. Stims you can find in first aid boxes from enemies. Smokes the same. You can find them in enemies and boxes, flashes, everything. You know, you can find them around. So what we now need to do is try and decide which extract we want to go to. This one is a really freaking good one, by the way. But I'm just going to go over the other ones. What you want to be doing when you're looking at this mini-map is looking for any red flashing, strongholds flashing, UAV towers flashing, and those are the places you want to avoid. At the minute, it's being pretty quiet. I can see there's a helicopter on the right hand side going to the one on the right, so I'm not going to go to this one. I think this one's the best when it comes to picking a exfil, and this is one of the most important things. You want to be spending some time on your mini-map and kind of trying to figure out where a lot of the activity is happening, and that's where you don't want to be going. It's not really about going to this the most closest one. It is for me at the minute, but most of the time you want to be looking at what seems to be the most quietest, or what one seems to be the most beneficial for you, in terms of, does it have a lot of PvE, right? Does it have a lot of PvP activity around it? You know, like red things going off. There's a lot of players playing around it. Is it in the city? I don't like going to the city ones because there's a lot of people who can camp in around buildings, hide building tops. This is a perfect one, by the way. If you ever see this one, you can go on top of here where we're going to go now and really scope it out. And this is where the spotter tool is going to come in really handy. And you can use a spotter tool on every single exfil. You just want to make sure you plan ahead and you make sure you always pick the high ground for that specific exfil. There's a lot of exfils here, so I didn't want to cover literally every single one. Maybe if it's something you want me to go over, I could try and cover every single exfil in a different video. But you can look around with the spotter tool, right? And this will pick people up. It may not pick PvE up at the time. You can go in night vision. If you zoom in, it will pick people up 100%. Look, here we are. This is a person, and he is really far away. How easy it picks people up. So I now know there's someone about. It's picking up all the PvE. He knows I've spotted him, I think. But look how good this picks people up. I can just look around it. I can literally look around and figure out if there's anyone around. I know there's one person, and it looks like he is actually running towards the exfil. Now, I'm not going to kill him. I'm not going to be an exfil camper myself here. But we may try and wait for him to leave, and then we'll go and leave ourselves, right? It can also be a little bit of an experiment and see if anyone else is about. But this is what I mean. You want to make sure you're... Oh, dude, he is getting into... He just ran straight. Can we help him out here? Can I help you out? I'll see if I can shoot some of this PvE for him. I'm absolutely failing. Alright, one's dead. Wait. They all chilled out. Have they killed him? Oh no, I think they killed him. Oh, dude. I think they've killed him. Right, let's have a little... This is all PvE. Oh no, they have. They killed him. Oh, bless him. He ran straight into them. Literally straight into them. But this is why the sniper's good. You can literally just start picking off PvE from afar without causing too much noise at all. Which is gonna make it so whenever you do scan about, chances are that it's going to be picking up players, right? I don't need to shoot these lot. That's fine. So I've had a good scan about. I'm pretty confident, to be honest, that we're safe. But I'm going to equip the recon drone and also show you another way. So say, for example, you do not have the spot. So maybe you dropped it accidentally. Maybe you just want to bring in smokes. Maybe you're having you do want to bring in something else and you don't like the spotter scope. I don't know why. Honestly, the spotter scope is the best thing in the game. But for whatever reason, you didn't bring the spotter scope. This is another way you can do it. We're going to pretend that we're coming to the exfil now. Just to give you another example how you can approach this. Maybe you haven't scoped out. Maybe you're unable to scope it out, right? Maybe it's an exfil which is just hard to scope out with a spotter scope. This is where the recon drone comes in really handy. Again, you can also go into night vision, thermals. This will pick up people through walls, by the way. Highlight them in like a kind of white square if they like through a wall. Again, this is picking up the PvE. You can really like just do a whole scan about around the exfil without limiting or showing where you are. and get a really good view of your exfil. You can then block it literally above the exfil. Oh, wrong way. And this will then ping people if they come near you. Again, I'm feeling pretty confident about this exfil at the minute, right? So I'm going to call the chopper in now. You now want to go, if you also, this is a reason to bring the spotter scope and the recon drone. Go somewhere where you're kind of out of the way. I'm just kind of having a look about, making sure there's no cars coming. I'm going to just chill right here. I'm going to pop another recon drone out in a minute. And while we're waiting for the chopper, we can now hide in, hide out the way and just use our recon drone to give a little lookout. Again, looking for cars coming, looking for people running over, and then it's up to you then if you want to engage in that, right? This is now a you decision. Are you confident in PvP? Are you confident taking out someone in a car? Yes or no? If you're not, bail. You don't need to take this exfil. You can wait for them to bugger off, wait for them to nick your chopper yourself. As you can see now, I've also popped the advanced UAV. I can now safely look at my minimap and see if anyone's coming. It gives me a good opportunity. You can also plop mines down at the front if you wanted to, but once you're on the actual helicopter, you shouldn't need to really defend yourself. It's 5 seconds. If you've been scouting properly and making sure the place is clear, you shouldn't need to get into that type of thing. So a little quick summary of what we've done in this live raid, what I've brought with me, and what you should be doing, right? Bring a spotter scope. It's the most amazing tactical you can bring. It's going to help you all throughout your ventures in DMZ, especially scoping out the exfil. Also, if you find a recon drone, or bring a recon drone with you, because you can always buy ammunition boxes at the buy station. Recon drones are also a really awesome way of scouting out an area, making sure it's safe and securing the area while waiting for the chopper. Also use buy stations to buy things like advanced UAVs, sniper rifles if you haven't got one, or bring a sniper rifle with you. These are all awesome tools, equipment and weapons which are all just going to help you greatly in increasing your chances to exfil. Especially things like UAV and advanced UAV. I would always advise spending money and buying these because they're just going to give you huge intel even after you use the other tools, especially when you're trying to get out, when you get into the chopper. But that is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon for some more DMZ. Let me know in the comment section down below if this has helped you out. I always like to read every single comment, and I always try to respond to every single person who puts something in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.